Mike's good.
Mike's
It's
GrandArchive. Episode 10 of Recollection. We have a special one today. Why?
Because for many reasons. First off, we got a spoiler. And we didn't get one spoiler.
We got two.
We got two spoilers, which we're very thankful for. Thanks, Weebs. We really appreciate it. We're very excited to tell you guys about it. We've had a lot of people I know in our local, at our locals and our local Discord, trying to guess what it is, whether it's a T-Rex or a sword or whatever.
No leaks.
No, we did good. A couple people tried bribing us. It got close. But no, we were strong about it. But as you said, it's episode 10. And in lieu of that, we are very thankful to all the subscribers, all the support, and everyone who's been cheering us on. And just, I mean, we love this game. So we're looking forward to doing more episodes. But I'll go down here for this. We just wanted to show our thanks to all you guys. Let me get this in the frame. So we picked up a whole booty load of
so much trouble.
yes, of Silvie Starters. So we thought we would give these back to you guys. All you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe, and then we'll pick out. We have 9 of these to give you guys. I ended up picking these up from the Haven a couple days ago. I was looking for one of the. Is it? For the starters, is it CSR? Is it CSR collector?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's collector rare.
Yeah.
Everything's
the
just collector.
the signed one. And I also wasn't sure. I don't know. And you guys can clear this up. I didn't know, like in the Silvie ones, is it always Silvie or is it random?
It is.
Which one? It belongs to the starter.
Get.
Okay, so it replaces the level 3 just flat out. But either way, no, we just thought you guys could use this. I know some people are. You know, they don't have money to get into the game, but they're very interested, or it's just not available in their area. Like, whatever the reason is, we just wanted to give back. So we appreciate that. And on that note, we would like to go forward with our first starter, or our first spoiler. Yeah.
First spoiler of the day. And by the way, Silvie is on brand because we have a couple Tamer cards to unveil for you guys. The first one is Anthem of Vitality. Anthem of Vitality is a 2-cost wind action Tamer skill harmony. It is fast speed, and it reads target animal or beast ally gets +3 health and gains Spell Shroud until end of turn. It also has Harmonize. If you've activated a melody card this turn, put 2 buff counters on an animal or beast ally you control. So the first thing that comes to mind when it comes to a card like this is it's another combat trick that Wind gets to play. Especially Tamer, I think, is struggling to keep their allies on the board, especially when that pesky level 2 Lorraine comes down and wants to sweep the board. And this is just another card that we've seen come out of Fractured Crown that really helps animals or beasts just survive the turn. I'm super excited to get in the lab and start kind of like brewing with this card. I think one of Tamer's biggest issues, again, is that they're at least as far as I know, they're a build-a-board type of class. They want to get those allies on the board and keep them there and get a bunch of benefits for having animals or beast allies on the board. And this card just helps you do that. Well, it helps you keep them there. There's a couple synergies with this card.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the first thing you said was the +3 health. I think most animals or beasts are usually 3 health or above. They're usually pretty... Except for like the birds, I think like the mage bird is only 1 health, but everything else is usually 3 health. So with the +3, they're going to be at 6. That gets out of Fire Lorraine's Cleave. It gets out of range of Anger of the Skies. The other fire board wipe, I don't remember the name. It's got the big skull on it. But synergize-wise, we were looking at Song of Nurturing, which is in Norm, so you can throw that into like any Tamer deck of your choice. Although we're talking about Anthem of Vitality, so it would be Wind. But with Song of Nurturing, which is a melody, all your allies get +2, and then as a class bonus, which you would do this on Tamer, all your allies get +1 attack. So when you do all this math, they are getting +3 health from this, +2 health from this, so that's +5 health. So they are surviving everything.
Yep, and then because you've activated Harmonize as well, they're getting 2 buff counters potentially, so that's another 2 life, so 7 life total you can get from this. So Yeah, it's a little combo that we just wanted to highlight here. That they're both at fast speed, so combat tricks are always really good to try to gotcha your opponent. I mean, maybe they sink a lot of resources in trying to kill a gorilla or something like that,
Yes.
and so they're really trying to get over it. And now, not only are they not killing the gorilla, you've also given them not only a bunch of life to survive the attack, but you've given them 1, 2, 3 attack as well.
No, it's going Donkey Kong. Like it is going to be, it's going to hit like a truck if it retaliates. It's going to survive like anything, and on top of that, it's getting Spell Shroud, so they can't do like a fire. Like let's say they get desperate and they want to fireball it. It's just like no thanks.
Yeah, speaking of Spell Shroud, I think that's actually really good to point out is that it makes it immune to anything like a bounce too, like something like that, where a targeted bounce or something like that. So. Or banish or anything like that, or any just damage, like you said, like a fireball if they're trying to clear it. So, yeah, super excited for this card. I think even at common, I think this card is actually going to be pretty impactful. It's going to see you play, I think, in every single Wind Tamer deck. I don't see a deck where I build without it, even if I'm not playing around Harmonize. I think just its effect minus Harmonize, the +3 life and Spell Shroud, I think is just really big to keep your animals and beasts on the board.
Right, and a thing I really appreciate with it, other than the fact that we're just big supporters of them having allies stick to the board, not just get like wiped immediately, is the fact that it doesn't only work on beasts; it can work on allies as well, which is kind of a big deal considering what our other spoiler is. Going into that, and did you want to do it, or
I'll read it off just like last time. So
yeah, sure.
Not only did we get a common, we also got a super rare named Bedivere, Woodland Overseer. It's a 3-cost normal unique tamer ally. It has the subclasses animal and human. It's got 1 attack and 4 life. And I'll read its ability. So Bedivere has taunt as long as you control another animal or beast ally, and class bonus level 3 or higher. On death, put a buff counter on each animal and or beast ally you control.
Did you want to go over what taunt does? Because that is like a new
so
I
think yesterday was the first video I saw where they actually showed taunt. So taunt is a little like intercept, but in some ways it's better, and another way it's just different. But it's really good, I think. So taunt basically says as long as the ally is awake, they have to, if they send an attack, it has to target Bedivere or whichever has taunt. So it's a little different in intercept that it's not optional for the controller of the card. So taunt will always be active. They have to attack it. But on the other hand, it doesn't just work on your champion, right? Intercept only intercepts for your champion, whereas taunt intercepts for everything, right? They have to attack the taunt thing. So I think that's really good. And then it kind of combos with its own ability, the on-death ability of putting a buff counter on each animal and or beast ally you control. Along with Anthem of Vitality, I think there's just a lot going on here to try to really keep your board state alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm really excited for the synergies we see with this card. Now, at first I was like, level 3 bonus, that's so, why do we have to wait till we get to level 3? But then we were just before the podcast, we were talking, and I was oh, Tamer has a million ways to raise their level artificially, kind of like Mage, especially to level 3. Like, we're not talking crazy 8 or 9 here. Just even like the Beast Spawn equipment and the Flu and lots of the other Tamer ally.
They have a ton of different things, and something just popped in my head, and you're better at judging stuff than I am. So if you were at level 1, and let's say they go to kill this, could you pop the red crystal regalia? I forgot what it's called. Mages typically only use it. That give you +2 level. And could you be like, okay, in response, I'm doing this, and then buff counters go all over the place?
As long as it's quick speed, which as long as it doesn't say you can only operate it at slow, which I don't think it does, then you should be able to do that.
Okay, I mean that's very
that's
niche. But I was just thinking, like, if you're desperate to quickly flood your board with like buffed, animals and stuff like that.
I just really like the synergies as being also animal and human.
So
absolutely. Any kind of human thing we're going to get in the future, and definitely all the animal stuff that Tamer has, like already Anthem of Vitality works on Bedivere, which it doesn't look like from, when first glance at the art, because it's very much a humanoid character, but with cat ears and
right,
but absolutely, like first of all, this art is crazy. And by the way, I don't know if we talked about it. We also have a collector version of it that we're going to show on the screen right at this moment, which looks awesome. Thank you again so much, Weebs of the Shore, for allowing us to spoil this card. It's probably art-wise my favorite one that I've seen, and I'm not just saying that. I just love the tiger in the background, the woodland creatures, and Bedivere.
No, absolutely, so. And we didn't get to see the foiling of it yet. So I'm sure when that pops, it's going to look incredible. The signature, the ferret dude that's like, what's up? And he was probably laying down, but then he got buffed a million times by all this nonsense, you know. So now he's chilling. I like the little owl guy hanging out. No, I think it's an amazing card. I know we have our local tamer specialist, Tim, is probably like giving birth at the moment because of how I think these cards are fantastic. And it definitely, I think we've all been kind of like, yeah, like we want to play tamer, but it hasn't really worked.
It's just been so
outside of Rhapsody.
It's just been so difficult to get your animals and beasts. Everything wants animals and beasts on the board, but they just die so easily.
Yeah, a lot of the every element has a ally that's like, while this is out, and if you have an animal, you get +1 level, but they die to cleave or they die to something, and you're like, I didn't even get to do anything. So,
but no, I think we're gonna see a world where now I think tamer between Anthem of Vitality and Bedivere going into any tamer deck being normal, right? So I mean, I think it's going to be really good in water tamer. Water is getting that new card as well that just ends the combat phase. So all those sweeps we were just talking about, they can just hold on to that card and just like.
Yeah, no, I agree completely, and this also isn't expensive. I mean, Anthem, it's just 2 for Anthem Vitality. So
no, I think they costed it very well. So you can do this with the Anthem of Vitality in your hand and 2 cards left. So yeah, combat tricks are always interesting, especially in a game like this where it's very combat based. And kind of gotching your opponent into trying to sink resources into killing something, and this leaves them alive. And like we said, if you can compare Anthem of Vitality with Song of Nurturing, they're super staying alive and they're getting some attack bonus on top of it. So yeah, I think it's just, we have some really good cards that we got to show off, and I'm really excited about it.
Very thankful for that. I definitely want to pull this. So far, I think all of the spoilers that we've gotten so far for the signature cards, they all look amazing.
I love the colors of this one. Plus, this is the first card out of any game that we cover on this channel that we've gotten to spoil. So I just want to thank Weebs again for that. But on top of that, now it's my first spoiler card, and it's like, I know I've been kind of like down on collector cards in GrandArchive just because they're so hard for me to like get a hold of, but now I'm like, I want a collector rare Bedivere just because
absolutely.
It's so much.
And you have a history with it. You know, you look back on that, and
Tamer was the first class that I really wanted to build.
It was. And unfortunately, mine was Lorraine, so it was very...
We figured out very quickly... Your Lorraine wasn't even, like, optimized. We just figured out very quickly, like... Oh, she just eats the animals. I can't do anything.
But no, I'm sure we'll see players getting gorillas now to, like, 15/15s and all sorts of nonsense. But there's also other spoilers that Weebs did themselves, like the red slime that blows up based on how many counters it has. And no, I think... Lorraine had her moment, and I know Merlin is now scaring everybody, but I would love to see Tamer kind of step up to the plate and threaten a lot of people. So no, I'm very excited about that. We are 2 months? August 25th, I think, is like the retail release, so soon. All right, I'm going to ask it anyway. I know I was going to say we weren't. I have to ask. I'm just curious. So on the Bedivere card, it does say who dares to threaten the wilds. And it just has a very Warcraft 3. It was just popping in our heads. So we're just curious if there was some sort of influence with that. There's the arcane card Power Overwhelming, which is a StarCraft. I think it was the cheat code, or it's also what the Archons said, I think.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. Just curious if there's just like some Blizzard influence there. But either way, I think that's all we're going to do for our video today. But we hope you really liked the spoilers, and also check out the other spoilers.
We'll have them all linked in the ones that are left. I'll put them in the description. So we'll have links to all their channels. all the ones that are coming. This will be going live on Monday, so I don't think that there will be too many left at that point.
Yeah, we were
like a couple.
Yeah, I think there's like 2 more after us or something like that.
But I am just so excited for Bedivere, so excited for Anthem of Vitality. If you can, leave a comment below about what you're excited for. What combos do you think you'll find that you can find with Bedivere or Anthem of Vitality that we didn't think of? And kind of sound off. I'm just really excited to start brewing these cards, and I really want to hear what you guys think. So let's say one more time, how can they get those one of those Silvie decks?
For the Silvie decks, just like, comment, and subscribe. And then I would say probably in about, because I'm going out to DC, so probably in like a week or 2, we'll reach out to all the winners, and then we'll pay for the shipping. We'll take care of all that stuff. We'll get it to you. May cost a little if you're overseas, just because of how insane shipping is with that. But we'll reach out to you and work it out. We want you guys to be able to play the game, get your hands on it. I know it's very difficult for certain areas to do that. So yeah, just like, comment, subscribe, and
also I do know that the Silvie decks
they are searched. Yeah, we were looking for I was looking for the Silvie card. You didn't get it. Every card's in there. It's in perfect condition. It even has some of the inside wrapping around it. All I did was cut the top, go boo-hoo, and it wasn't there. Disappointment.
But great for a new player. Great for a new player in the game. Yep.
It's free. So
it's free, yeah, absolutely. You pay nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. So, and I think that's going to be it for us. Again, leave those comments down below. Let us know what you think. And we're just excited to be a part of GrandArchive and the next set. And I hope to shake some things up. I hope to play Tamer in a competitive sense in the next set. So, and that's going to be it for us. Short video today. We will see you next week with a more longer normal version of Recollection. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for seeing our subscriber count grow so really much over the last couple months. It's just been growing so much, and if you want to be a part of it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you for future videos. That's gonna be it for us. Peace.